Norina, I was very proud to be asked, because I agree with you, John. We're not this community and that community. We are one community, and I don't want to feel excluded from the various communities that make up the audience here today. I want to be part of this. We're human. We're all the same. We just live our lives in our own way. And I've chosen the Ladies of Llangollen as my theme because I just always knew they loved each other. You know, when I was a little girl and I read their story, I thought, you know, they had a crush on each other. I knew it from my childhood experience, having crushes on people. And then they did this wonderful, brave thing. And when husbands were lined up for them by their grand families in Ireland, they rejected all of them. And I think, well, that's brilliant. Reject husbands that you don't want. Just reject them. It's absolutely perfect. And so I've always had, and Plas Newydd is stunning. I always also think that if people put their energy together in huge friendship and love, then they can change the world. Actually, two is so much better than one, very often, in egging each other on to change the world. So to make a little cottage into what Plas Newydd is now, and to provide us with a theme which helps us to change the world is something we should be awfully grateful to them for. I also like the fact that they chose Wales. They left Ireland and they were heading through Wales, and no doubt were held up by bad roads, and we're talking the early 18th century, and they came to Llangollen. They stopped. They thought, this is the most beautiful place we've ever seen. We'll stay here. And they were welcomed. They were helped. People were good to them. And in the end, they had the most distinguished visitors come to see them. They were obviously, as John said, the most famous lesbian couple in Europe, and were utterly, utterly civilized. And I also like to say, I've just been thinking of this while waiting for things to get going, that apart from my husband and my two sons, just about all my favourite friends are gay. In the case of men, that's very nice because there's no other tension. You know, if I have men friends and I phone home and tell my husband I'm going out with the chief examiner for some board in England for the evening, my husband says, oh, have a lovely evening, knowing very well I'm going out with a gay man. I've called this Sarah at Plas Newydd, July the 5th, 1788. I researched it. I've got books, I've read about them a long time ago, but I did some extra research. And July the 5th, 1788 is a real day that really happened, and the things that happened in this poem, almost all actually happened. The weather, everything. All of it is true. It's Sarah Ponsonby, and her partner Eleanor was Eleanor Butler. Sarah at Plas Newydd, July the 5th, 1788. I leave dear Eleanor at her desk, writing her letters to the world in the dawn light, and walk the morning relishing the hour. Birdsong, roses wet from a night of rain, maiden's blush, Rosa Mundi, Rose d'amour. Loosed from the shippen, the cows sway down the lane, the maids sing at their work. Mary brings buttermilk, a pat of butter glistening from the churn. The Bishop of St. Asaph comes at 9 to eat with us, to talk and walk the garden. And so we live, cultivate our land and minds. We read, write, study, make beautiful a house and garden. Poets and men of letters visit us. Wordsworth, Byron, Shelley, the Duke of Wellington, Sir Walter Scott, and our good neighbours who warmed us when the hounds of disapproval at our heels, the valley took us in out of the storm. Come, see our vines, our roses, be our witness that honest love can shape the wilderness.